Yo, welcome to this vlog. Hannah and I are going to Panera, which if you've seen any of my vlogs, that's pretty much all my vlogs are, is her and I finding a Panera to do some sort of workout. But what we're doing today is that we are going to make a skateboard for my travels coming up here in like a couple weeks. But it's going to be a different kind of skateboard. We're going to custom design it, and we're going to put a little something on the top that I like to do with my rides. So thanks for watching this vid, and let's jump right into it.
And that's how they broke up.
Jeez. You excited for Panera? The exact Panera we were at in my first vlog ever? Battery's dead in the camera, but vlog life continues.
This is Drew's first vlog attempt, so you kind of just gotta bear with him here.
Hannah, did you talk to the camera when I was on?
Yes, full circle.
So that is the said blank deck that I ordered off Amazon. If you want to check it out, link in the bio. It is a 27x8 cruiser board, so it fits perfectly in my Osprey bag. You also find that link in the description if you want to see what that looks like. Hannah over here and myself are going to design it, all 27 inches of it. Then we're going to have to go to a FedEx store and print it out, and then we'll show you how we're going to make this graphic on the bottom. Hannah, how did that go? What are your... Finish the design, now we're going to go try to get it printed. Hannah, what are your thoughts on it? She's going to make a cameo, maybe you can spot it.
I think we did a good thing switching the old Greg's belt.
They don't know what it looks like yet.
Oh no.
Well, now
Just
it's
wait
disclaimer.
Just wait and see. You won't be disappointed. Just way bigger.
We have commandeered the design. Now we have to go get matte gel. There's the bottom's house. Well, that's where we will be putting the matte gel on, and then trying to follow the instructions that we have to make this the dopest cruiser board that will be in the Balkans in about 2 or 3 weeks. At Walmart, listening to Caleb in the car. And why is that, Hannah?
Because I didn't go to church this morning, and I told my mom I would listen to Caleb on my way to Lincoln, and then I've just extended that throughout the day.
So, got some Christian music bumping while we are about to get some black matte gel to fix this baby up. I'm getting pumped. We're almost there, people. Finally got all the supplies. Got the matte gel. Got some varnish / this is the polyurethane semi-gloss just to finish it off with. What we're gonna do first is I gotta unwrap this. Unwrapped. Flip it over. We're going to pour the matte gel on. Make sure it's fully covered. Brush her in. Once that's done, take your graphic. Make sure it is, if you have text and stuff, the big thing, make sure it is backwards so that once you put it on, it's right side up. That's gonna be a mistake that you're not gonna wanna make. Once you get it stuck down as much as you want, and make sure there's no air bubbles, you gotta let it sit for 5 hours. Okay, after 5 hours, you grab a bowl of water, a sponge, you lightly dampen the sponge. Oh, another good thing, we have a towel underneath it for obvious water spillage. And another tip that I did not do and I learned right as I put this thing on is always oversize the print of the from the dimensions of the board, because you're probably not gonna put it on exactly perfect. And so there's a little, didn't quite go to the edge here or here. So make sure you always oversize your print just to make sure it covers the full bottom. So what you're gonna do is get this wet, rinse it out, and you're going to just lightly, maybe not even that much water, dampen this. You're gonna have to break apart the paper. So you gotta kind of rip the paper away. So you gotta do this with paper that with water well, as you can tell, will start to get ripped off. You see these little pieces, and that's how you are going to reveal the board. Here is the somewhat finished product. We still have to add varnish to it to seal in so that when you're skating on it, it doesn't get all messed up. A couple things that you should account for. You don't want to rub too hard, as I have rubbed it off a little bit in certain parts. Obviously the color didn't stay. I would say use the nicest printer that you can find for all the colors, and then I think it's going to take some trial and error on how much water to put on. If there's going to be some changes if I do when I do this again, but so far I'm okay with it. I'm going to add the varnish right now. Everybody, that's Trotty. Okay, now that has dried, make sure that it is dry, then you just apply the poly. Trotty is a carpenter, so if I screw this up, he can help me.
You should put it in the garage.
Trotty of Trotty's Carpentry recommends 3 coats. I think the name of the game with this whole thing is how much water to put on, because you can actually rub all the way down to the board, which I didn't know exactly how it transferred, but that seems to be, you actually don't cut all the way through the paper. Now that the design has had 3 coats of varnish or polyurethane on it, what you want to do is go find some shag carpet. I believe we got this one for free. If you go to a carpet store or someplace and you just ask for these scraps, get the thickest carpet, as I like to have shag carpet. Put your board on here. You want to just get an outline, make sure it goes over. You're not going to want it too big because then you can't clamp it once we get the carpet glue down. So my father over here is going to now cut out the outline of the cruiser board. It's good to put a piece of wood down. Also, you probably want to find a place like this is an unfinished basement, or you could go to a garage or anything that you don't care about the ground. Cutting on a piece of wood is good, as you are not going to unsharpen your cutting device or ruin the ground. Now we have our premium carpet adhesive. Find something to stir with that you're probably going to throw away. My dad gave me this from a snowblower. You just stir it up. I would get a crappy brush like this one, which is $1. And then all you're going to do is apply it. And once you apply it, you have short time, probably 15 minutes, to get the carpet on. And then you'll want to get the clamps going. We'll show you that. I like it's a good idea to flip it over just to make sure that you have everything covered. And also another reason why you oversize it. To not mark up the artwork, you get blocks of wood to put underneath so that you're not messing with the bottom of the deck. But if you just have a regular cruiser board, regular skateboard, something like that, it's not going to be nearly as difficult. After that, we are going to let it sit overnight just to let the adhesive set in. And then we'll see where at the morning. If you got to put anything extra, any extra carpet adhesive on the edges, make sure you don't want the carpet to be kind of bubbling up. So, all right, after it gets set, you should set it overnight. I believe if you don't want to wait overnight, then 6 hours is good enough to set the glue. Then you get the same X-Acto knife or utility knife that you use to cut the carpet in the first place to trim the edges. Next, we're going to drill the holes through and then hot glue or super glue the edges of the board, and then you'll be done. With my old board, we used the hot glue, which does work but can also fall off. So this time we are trying fast setting super glue to go right around the edges, where if you didn't have it clamped, it probably didn't set up as well. So super glue all around the edges, and then you're ready to put the trucks on. The last thing to do is to move these trucks Switch the trucks. And we're ready to roll. Board inspired by the Lorax theme with Old Greg.
Come on, Greg.
As a few of the truffletry heads. Got my YouTube down there, my Instagram up here. This puppy is ready for Europe. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see how this Europe journey goes, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The vlogs will be flowing here real soon. Thanks for watching.